Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm here to talk to you guys today about the ban list and this, a couple things I feel about going on with the game that I just feel like addressing today. Took a little break because just trying to just looking around, seeing what everybody else is doing, and just listening to what everybody had to say about the ban list, seeing how they say how this affects this, the game's getting broken, we just need to quit, go play something else. I don't understand the shit. This is not the first time that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had a ban list to come out, and you had one deck that was just overly competitive. The only difference is, this time, whenever something new came out, Fusions was already dead. The last time Konami innovated the game with something new, something exciting, the older stuff was dead. That's just the natural progression of the game. Now this time they just went ahead and reinvented itself a lot quicker than it did last time. Originally the game had been out, I'll say give or take from 5 to 8 years, and then they introduced synchros. Now before synchros were out, nobody was playing Fusion. If you weren't playing Hero, you weren't playing Fusion. Let's just be honest about it. And if you were, the only reason why you did was to instant fusion to tribute summon, or to instant fusion to bring out something that required 2 tributes that you couldn't do in one turn. Other than that, there was no use for fusions. That's just being real about the situation. Now, when they brought in synchros to the game, everybody ran synchros. Everybody was happy. Everything was all good with the world. It was just a matter of time. We all knew whenever Xyz came out, eventually synchros were going to fade out. Do I agree with the way that it was done? No, I don't. But again, we all knew it was going to fucking happen. Why y'all acting surprised about it? Y'all fucking knew better. That's just my opinion. And as far as what everybody's saying about whenever Konami did the ban list, it destroyed every other deck and forced you to play with XYZs. Yeah, that's true. Or you're going to play with Wandas, you're going to play with Injectors, or Dino Rabbit. I'm going into the ban list. No matter what you thought about the deck, you knew a deck that just came out is not going to get banned. The only way that happens is when there's a TCG exclusive or a Shonen Jump card that comes out that they feel like it may need to be banned or limited. They may go that route. But in the hands of UDE or Konami, they have never made a set that just came out and they banned it. Perfect example is this: when Six Samurais was out, the ban list hit, Six Samurais wasn't touched, and that was the dominant deck of that format. And then, people didn't want to play with the deck, figured out other decks that may not have been as fast, may not have the same speed or as much of the controlling aspect of that deck, and made them viable within that time period. Example of this was Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers doesn't have nearly the speed at the time that Sam's had. However, when was it? 2 years ago, before Smoke Signal and Shein got limited, that and Gateway was limited. That's all you saw at YCS. It was either Six Sam's, Gladiator Beast. Six Sam's or Necro Valley Royal Tribute. That was it. There was another deck. Now, at my locals, on YouTube, everywhere I go, I hear people bitching, saying that, okay, everybody knows if you have a deck that has hand loop, it just automatically wins this game. It takes over the whole format. And they need to ban the decks that do that. Now, if you look back, in any deck that has the capability to do that, has anything ever been banned from it? No, hell no, hasn't been done. First deck, original deck that did it, back when the game was still in its infancy. Gravekeepers. Never Valley Royal Tribute, you lose every monster. It wasn't your whole hand, but granted, if I take all the monsters out your hand, even now, you're going to have a hard time coming back and fighting back from the game. Nobody's ever make the argument saying that Gravekeepers and Royal Tribute needs to be banned or needs to be limited at one. Why? Because it's not as fast. Then some more time went by. We had it. So the Synchros came out. We had another deck that had the same ability. X-Sabers. Now, X-Sabers truly is a deck that in one turn they can take every card out your hand, but you have to open up. Honestly, perfect in order to do it. It's a 4 or 5 card combo. Now you have wind-ups. I understand the argument that people make. I really do. I get it. I understand it. All you need is 2 cards and your hand's gone. In some cases, just one, a tour guide, and I can loop your whole hand. I understand the argument that people make, saying that a deck type that's this powerful should have been hit early in the format. It shouldn't have been allowed to get stronger as it has now, especially with the way that it was ruled at YCS Atlanta. I personally was not there. I had a lot of my teammates went. I had to work, so I wasn't able to go to that one. But I heard all the rulings, all the writers on it. Don't agree with it, but hey, there you have it. Now, with that being said, are there cards that can stop you from your opponent from going off in wind-ups? Yes, Maxx'C, Effect Veiler, Phoenix Chain. If you go first, you can summon a Doomcown Knight. And it makes them waste more resources where you have a chance at winning. Next deck. Insectors. Insectors are harder to get around because Maxx'C doesn't really hurt the deck. Now, you may get a 1-for-1 off of it because you have the Dragon Pop play that you special on the monster. Then at that point, they're just going to go get a Giga Mantis, equip 2400, equip Hornet, and where Dragonfly will be 15 attack and run over everything that you set. Hey, what can you do? In this case, Effect Veiler. So the cards out. You have DD Warrior Lady. You can remove the Hornet. You also have not bad. Phoenix Change. There's ways around any deck. Now, am I saying that it's easy to beat the deck? Hell no, it's not easy. I struggle with it all the time. I have on my channel videos of me getting my ass handed to me by an Insector deck. It is beatable. I have beaten them. I don't have any videos to prove it yet, but hey, give me a couple days. I have one for y'all to show y'all. You can't beat it. In order to do this, people, myself included, Yu-Gi-Oh players, locals, YouTube, I don't care if you get offended by it, it's the truth. You have to change the way you play the game. You have to change your play style, you have to change your deck up, change your side deck up, get out of your comfort zone and play something different. I'll be honest with you, I'm the worst person in the world to say that. Before I ran my plan deck, which I ran for 2 years, I ran Oppression Gadgets. I ran that deck for 5 years straight. Before that, I ran Monarchs. What was it? It was D Heroes Monarchs. Ran that deck for 3 years. Now, granted, was it the exact same deck card for card for 3 years? Fuck no. You get killed like that. But if you have a theme or a deck type that you like, when the format changes, your deck has to change with it. If, speaking of that, if you want me to, comment down below. I'll go and give you a history of a deck that I made. Plants. I'll show you how, started off it was a quick draw plant. Then it changed to quick draw. Start off with quick draw. There's a quick draw synchro deck, then changed to plant, quick draw, then changed to plant synchro, then just changed to plant, where the last video that's in out. That's how my deck evolved. And in this game, you cannot remain stagnant. If you don't know what the word means, it means you can't stay in the same spot. You have to move, you have to progress, you have to evolve in what you're doing. You have to get an appreciation of the fact, you have to wrap your mind around the fact that you can't do the same thing forever and expect to win. In fact, there's a definition for that: insanity, to do the same thing and expect the same results. If you're losing because of a combo, if you can't win because of a combo, if it makes you want to quit the game, but you still do the same thing expecting, okay, maybe this time I'll get lucky and win, that's insane. You have to change. So this video is, I'm not even gonna say it's about the ban list anymore. It's a rant telling the people, watch the video, people at my locals, to stop your bitching, get up off your ass, and try something else. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Jack of Spade, aka Quicksilver, holla at your boy. Comment down below, baby.